Is it global-led, domestic? Some perspective coming in from Mahima before we go across to and get some other views as well on this one. Mahima.
Right, Harsh. So as you rightly said, the equity investors did turn richer today by 6 trillion and the benchmarks have risen over 1% in trade today. The market capitalization of all BSE listed entities has touched 380 trillion during the trade today. Now, the S&P BSE Sensex jumped over 380 points and touched the level of 72,882 and Nifty 50 reclaimed the 22,000 mark. Now, broader markets have outperformed the benchmark indices, where small cap 250 was up around 1.2%, mid cap 150 was up around 1.8%. Now, a few global factors that have been working in favor of this particular uptrend, where US Federal Reserve dovish policy, they held interest rates steady between 5.25 to 5.5%, and they still expect to reduce them by 0.75% by the end of 2024. And also global markets were up in trade. S&P 500 closed at record highs, around 0.89% higher. The Nasdaq Composite surged over 1.25%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped over 1.03%, and these were the overall global cues that have worked in the favor. And lastly, heavyweights pulled the index up, include HDFC, L&T, RIL, which contributed around 60 points to the rally, and NTPC, Tata Steel, Tata Motors and BPCL were also up. Well, ICICI Direct said that 21,700 will be the support levels to watch out for.
Okay, thank you for that, Mahima. That's, of course, a piece on the fundamental side with regard to the rally itself. Neeraj, if I can come to you with regard to this rally. Global cues leading the way, of course, today morning, but you think that this is now starting to look more sustainable? This new start, could this be a new start in your view?
Bit of a surprise from the FOMC, and that kind of removes one big hurdle or adds one tailwind as well, you could argue. So pretty interesting. I mean, it's difficult to make for a case for a sustained bounce in the small caps and the mid space because of valuations, but a lot of PSUs had fallen so badly that I think there is some bit of buying that's happening there. In fact, incidentally, Harsh, when we look at this PSU index today, yes, all stocks are in the green. So yes, there is a bit of a bounce happening in everything, which is what we said in the trade setup today. A lot of policy / price-led things, right? MGL or a Gujarat Gas, etc., or the OMCs, which are beaten and out of shape. Can they come back with a bang? And look at the PSC index today. Okay, ONGC is now marginally in the green, but otherwise, all components in the green, yes, and quite a stellar move.